if you're a man, shave your beard. Alright? Now, this is something that like I did recently. I've always, since I was a kid, literally, like I'm Lebanese. Like I was probably born with a beard. I've never shaved my beard ever. I've always kept it at least like this big. Always. There's like a joke that runs around like in our areas, like in our communities, like, you know, like we look like such babies with our beards because everyone's used to us having big beards, and you know we're known for our beards. Shave your beard. Trust me. Try this. If you're on our self-improvement journey, like, it's a challenge. It's, to some people, they won't understand. A lot of people might not understand this, but to me, like I'm a different person without my beard. Like you've never seen me with. Oh, actually, I think my profile picture has me with a beard. Like I've been like that since I was young. Since I was like maybe 15, 16, I started growing a beard properly, and I've just always been like that. I've never shaved off completely, and it was like a challenge to myself. I thought about it. This is the way I thought about my beard. It's like, obviously, if you look at me, like my hair's bald, my head's bald. I've been balding since I was about 16, and I just shaved from zero. Like I shaved with the razor, but I've never shaved my beard. I don't know. It's just always something to me. It was like, oh, I can't get rid of my beard. I have to keep my beard. But then one day, like, it was like a challenge. I was reading Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, and he was in his book. He was just talking about, like, you know, he started shaving completely, like zero on his head, zero on his beard, like getting rid of everything, completely shaving, bald. And something just clicked in my head that moment when I was like I was trying to like empathize with him. I'll be like, I want to, like, when you read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, when you look at his life story, you're always comparing yourself to him. You're always like, how can this guy do what how can he do it but I can't? Why? That's what I was always thinking. And when it came to the beard, when he was talking about how he shaved he shaved his whole head, his face and his head, I got a thought. I had a thought. I was like, why can't I do that? And I thought about it. I'm like, if I shave my beard, the first thing that's going to happen, obviously, is I'm going to lose some confidence. You know, because I'm so attached to this thing. I'm so attached to this thing on my face that, like, I've grown up like this. And it's like you build your confidence, you build your life around just, that's how you appear, that's your appearance. Now, when you go backwards on that, when you shave it off, you're going to lose like maybe 30% of your confidence. And I thought to myself, if my beard is what's making me confident, then I'm not really a man. A man doesn't attach himself to anything. A man is who he is, no matter what he has. You know what I mean? And that got me thinking. And then I'm like, you know what, let's do it. I just, spur of the moment, I finished reading his book. Like, cause I remember I was reading his book like over the weekend, and I finished like most of the book, pretty much like 3/4 of the book I finished on, I think, on a Sunday. Like I was reading it really. It's a really long book though, but I pumped it out, and spur of the moment, I'm like, I'm gonna shave my beard, and I went and did it. No one was home, and I was nervous. I was actually nervous going to shave my beard. I was like, why? I got the clippers. I did it in the shower, so I don't have to see myself as I'm shaving. I wanted to surprise myself. So I just went in the shower, like I was having a shower, I just shaved it all off, and it was a big beard, like I'm talking like probably this big, like it was a lot of hair. I shaved it off. Obviously I missed so many patches. I went to look in the mirror and I was shocked. Like, bro, what is this? Like I look like a completely different person, you know? And like I said, my confidence dropped. For that first couple days after I shaved my beard, my confidence just dropped. Because I felt like the funny thing is, like, I have, like everyone, I never knew this. Like, I've always had like a little bit of a double chin. But like, it's normal. Obviously not to have too much, but and plus I was a bit overweight at that time. I'm still overweight now, but like, I was more than before. I was more before than I am now. And the benefit that I received from shaving my beard, and again, I'm going to say this again, not everyone is going to understand this. Especially if you're a girl, you have to be like, what are you on about? If you're a girl, it's like shaving your hair. It's like shaving your hair completely. It's the same concept to us, to like a Lebanese person shaving our beard. especially if we've been known for our beard. It's like a girl shaving your hair bald. Like that's the best comparison that I can give. And like I shaved and I looked at myself in the mirror and it hit me that I'm overweight, you know, because with your beard, first of all, a beard makes you look more muscular, more not necessarily muscular, but bigger, as a bigger person. It just flows. If you're a big person, like you got big body, like big torso, big legs, and you have a beard, you kind of a big beard, it kind of all like evens out. But when you shave off your beard, you start to see the proportions. Like in your face, you see your cheeks are big, are puffy. You see your neck is puffy. You see your body is puffy. And because I shaved my beard, I realized that I was, like, obviously I knew I was overweight, but it also kind of forced me to start looking better. So to start working on my body. Because it was like a challenge. At that point, at that split second, I was like, bro, I'm fat. I look bad without a beard. And the only thing that's gonna motivate me is to grow my beard back. But I'm not gonna grow my beard back until I've hit my target of my body, for my body. So I legit, like right now, I look completely different to how I did like 3 months ago or even a year ago. Like, I'm not talking about weight, I'm talking about my face. Like I'm still till now, I look at myself in the mirror, I'll be like, I look so different without a beard. But it changes your life for the positive. If you're so attached to your beard, the way I see it, if you can't live without your beard, you're not a man. You're not a man. I'm being straight out. And before I shaved my beard, I wasn't a man. Why? Because I held it off. I just thought I'll never shave my beard. Every time I go to the barber, he'll be like trimming. I'll be like, oh, be careful, you know. Like I don't want it to look too small, you know. And like I never understood it, but honestly, it was just part of like I don't know what the word. I guess insecurity. But I'm telling you, if you really wanna make some improvements, shave your beard off. Trust me. If you're a man, shave it off. Just heck, just for fun. Shave it off and see what happens. I'm telling you, if you can't do it, you're not a man. Honestly, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I'm challenging you. Do it. If you're a man, do it. And my breakthrough in my self-improvement journey for shaving after shaving my beard was like, you know what? If I was confident with a beard, I want to have the same confidence and more without the beard. Alright? So it was like a challenge. It was like, you shaved off your beard, you lost your confidence, whatever. Alright, now what's the goal? The goal is to get back to the old confidence without the beard and have more confidence, even more than what you had before. Fix your body up, look cracker, and then grow your beard back out. And I feel like that's when I deserve to have a beard. Because when you have a beard, especially like a guy, a younger guy, as soon as he grows out his beard, he automatically has that more masculine look. He could be the biggest, he could be the most feminine person. Like he can have the most feminine personality, the most feminine aura about him, and the most feminine energy about him. But just the fact that he has a beard automatically gives him an extra point in masculinity. But he didn't deserve it. He didn't earn that. So this is like a way of earning that beard. Just the fact that you have a beard, you have to earn it. You know what I mean? So shave it off, get to where you were before without the beard, and then grow it back. And it will change your life. It will change your life, I'm telling you. And like in my family, when my family saw me, they tripped out. They looked at me like, what did you do? I'm like, what? They're like, where's your beard? I'm like, oh, I feel like shaving it. And they couldn't fathom it. But obviously the next day they got used to it. Like it's nothing. Even at work, people were like, what the hell? Like they didn't even recognize me. They looked at me and they looked back at me like, what? I was like, yeah, and what? Now everyone's used to it. Like not now. Like this was like, I think a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. But the next day, everyone was used to it. And then it just goes to show, and that's another lesson. There's so many lessons to learn from this stuff. Just making massive changes to your life. It's like, you always think that people care so much about you. about what you look like and how you dress and what you do. And no one cares. Realistically, deep down, no one cares about you. Like, no one cares about how you look. And all these things, like trying to keep up with appearances, really, really deep down, no one really cares about that. All they care about, like, what you should focus on yourself. If there's a challenge in front of you, that if there's in front of you a challenge that you want to achieve, like you want to compete, whatever, there's a challenge that you want to do. Don't think, oh, what's this person going to think of me? Because we all do it, and I do it. Like, I'm not perfect. Well, no one's perfect. The first thing that you do, like the first thought that comes to your head, isn't about yourself. It's about other people, what they're going to think. You know, you tell yourself, I want to achieve this, and there's one part of you that says, yeah, I can do it, that's easy, let's do it. And then the other part, it's like you're about to step forward, and then you stop yourself and you're like, oh, but what's this person going to think? You know, what's my family going to think? What's my wife going to think? What's my missus going to think? What's my, you know, what are my mates going to think? And then you just stop and you never do it again. And you never end up doing it. You don't even think like, oh, what am I going to think? That's the most important part. If you can achieve something great, you will think a lot better of yourself, and you gain so much more confidence, and you improve your mental health infinitely. But you don't do it just because you're thinking, oh, what's this person going to think of me? You know what I mean? So I'll say it again. If you're a man, shave your beard.